Culture, a system of shared beliefs, values, behaviors, language, and symbols that a group of people use to identify themselves. When I think of culture, I think of grandmas in the kitchen cooking and raising their grandchildren, not their children. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Dating in My 50s, and I am Chi-Town Honey. This episode of the series Dating in My 50s will be titled The Smart Guy. I believe I told you guys on a previous episode that I did a 30-day stint on Facebook dating. It was horrible. I deleted my profile. If anybody watching, if you see my profile on Facebook dating, please hop in my inbox and let me know. Because when I say I'm over it. And the only reason I did it because it was free. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have high expectations, but baby, that's a whole shit show. Okay. Whole shit show. You got a bunch of people that want to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's really crazy because to me, you know, I don't know. It's like, for me, when a man try to talk to me, I automatically assume he wants to have sex. You know, duh. Men are physical beings. If you trying to holler, you trying to fuck. Right? But, you know, a lot of you guys, man, this shit crazy. So let me tell you about the smart guy. Okay. Because I don't want to get off tangent because this is a good one. Okay. I teach financial literacy, right? Among other things, but I teach financial literacy. So I met a guy on the dating site. We're going to call him the smart guy. He said that now on our initial conversation, you know, we just having small talk. Now, I can hear an air of arrogance in his tone or whatever, but I'm open-minded. I'm cool. Hey, I think that me personally, I can have a conversation with anybody. Now, a lot of times it might not go past the conversation, but I do believe that I can have a basic conversation with anyone. So talking to the guy on the phone, you know, I gave my number. We did the little pleasantries, you know, gave my number. So he called me. We talking, you know. I said it's an arrogance. I'm cool though, you know. So I tell him that I teach financial literacy. And I believe he told me he taught financial literacy. And I said, wow, that's cool. I do too, you know. And he said that he wanted to start a nonprofit. You know, oh, that's cool. I'm vice president of a nonprofit. I believe in philanthropic efforts. I believe in giving back. You know what I'm saying? It's going good, right? He said he go to school. I believe that knowledge is power. You know, I believe that information a lot of times is more important than money because the right information can make you a millionaire. Okay, the right information. You know, you just got to be able to listen. And on a side note, I want to thank Creme de la Creme because, baby, every tidbit of information, every piece of of, 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 of diamonds dropped. You know what I'm saying? Man, this lady drops some gems on me all the time, you guys. And I believe that a lot of my my financial success is due to her input, and I thank you. Thank you, sister. I'm gonna give you your flowers. But let me get back on to my subject. So we talking, you know what I'm saying? And the conversation actually going cool because I'm kind of silly. I'm cracking jokes, I don't I ain't with the old high strung stuff, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get down to the fact, and I like to laugh and to joke it anyway. So when I told him that I teach financial literacy, he doubled back on it, right? And he started quizzing me. Baby, we not in school. I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So I tell him in a very nice way, like, I ain't know none of that. This ain't school. Just because we do the same thing doesn't make you my competition. And I don't, I'm looking for a partner, not a competitor. You understand what I'm saying? So this was the first conversation. Okay. When I'm nigga asking me questions about financial literacy, like I'm lying or something. But we survived the first conversation. And so we had a couple more conversations, but every conversation, he going back to this financial literacy and want to ask me questions. Like, and it wasn't like he was asking me to learn something that he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's a tone in that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he asking me like it's a whole quiz. Baby, my life shows my financial literacy. Okay? My life does. 30 years of entrepreneurship. Baby, my life shows financial literacy. Homeowner, 2.5 kids, dog, white picket fence. Baby, I'm living the American dream. Don't play with me. But I didn't even go there. See, I be like I said, man, I be really trying to be humble, and really just get to know people. Like, I don't pop my collar like I can, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't that. I'm not in competition, okay? I'm trying to meet a partner here. This ain't no competition. If you teach financial literacy and I teach financial literacy, shit, start a business together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be no. I'm trying to have a kumbaya moment. So anywho, y'all, baby. So, but see, I should have took the questioning as a red flag, because that's what it really was. It was a red flag. By day number 3, I found out bro man live in a basement apartment with rats. A rat infested basement apartment. He ain't got no car. He ain't got no job. Okay. And you got this air superiority? No. No, no. And one more note for the road, okay? So once he got to divulging that information, I'm looking like, and you questioning me about some financial literacy. So then when I told y'all, he said he was in school. So he telling me he got to go to the library because his laptop went out and he can't buy another one. Nigga. Buy a laptop for $250. But I said, nigga ain't got no car. Nigga ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? Just the air superiority. So, I can't remember exactly what happened, but we was on the phone talking, and I don't know. He said something slick because, like I said, it was always an air superiority here, and so like that morning, see, like I said, this probably was day number 4. He didn't last 7 days, y'all. We never even met in person. Once I found out he ain't had no car, and no job. I was shit. I had checked out. You know what I'm saying? So we on the phone like day number 4, because I said day number 3, I found out all the have nots. Okay, him and like 4 other guys. It was like 4 of them in his apartment, and it was in the morning. It was like on a maybe like a Friday morning, because I had to go to work. So it was either on a Wednesday morning or a Friday morning, and they was putting on for a drink, right? $2 a piece. The hell y'all finna drink? And it's early, and y'all doing broke drinking. So I was done. She had checked out. So I'm on my way to work that same day that they went to the liquor store. So I guess I said it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. They putting on their $2 to get them a drink. So I'm on my way to work. It's probably like 1:45. And I guess he then tapped a little bottle or whatever. So he feeling froggy. So he said something slick. You know what I'm saying? I can't even remember what he said, but it was some slick. And like I said, I had already checked out. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your bum ass up out of here, I don't know who the fuck you playing with. You know what I mean? Because you really just got there. Because like I said, you study on this like you the shit type of thing, right? So I said that little shit and I just hung up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't block him, but I knew that our conversation was over with. Because like I said, it was something, he said something about business credit and what I didn't know and woo woo woo. How do you know what I know? I ain't answered now question for you, right? So, and I'm telling him like, you talking all this slick shit. You obviously ain't financial literate if you can't even afford to go buy a new laptop. You ain't got no credit. You ain't got no reserve, baby. Please go find you somebody else to play with, okay? Baby, by the time I got to work, I had got some. He was texting me. It was your loss. You're the one with baggage. Baby, I'm 52. All my children are grown except for one. You think you winning because you ain't got no kids? Baby, any man over 40 with no kids, that's a whole red flag to me. Did nobody want to have your baby? Did nobody want to have your baby? Or was you in jail for half of your life? Did you spend a dub in there? Something going on. See what I'm saying? But I didn't stick around long enough to find out, okay? The man texted me and called me for 5 days straight. After that, I'm saying, sir, please just leave me alone. Please just leave me alone. Now in between, like the texts is like, one text would be like, the first text was the baggage. I'm like, please leave, baby, going on somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Then the next text was like, ugly bitch. Then the next text would be like, I'm like, baby, just go on, baby. And or the laughing emoji. Like, I'm not arguing back and forth with this person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just study asking, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Because I'm from the west side, baby. You live in the holy city and you playing with the wrong motherfucker. You playing with the wrong one. You in the wrong neighborhood to be even getting out your body with me. For real, for real. So, but I let that, so the whole thing was, I didn't want him to really upset me to the point where I would want to react. So I just kind of laughed this stuff off. But here I go again. Handsome black man, You know what I'm saying? He was a handsome black man. And outside of the air of superiority, you know what I'm saying? Which I think was low self-esteem and overcompensation at hindsight. You know, he might have had some potential to be some decent for somebody, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm telling y'all, at over 50, some stuff is like non-negotiable. Like if you don't have a car, I'm not gonna always be the driver. Now I don't mind being the driver. Sometimes I don't. But I can't be the driver all the time. What if I get sick and I'm home in the bed and I need some from Walgreens and I want some Panera? I don't want you to DoorDash it or Instacart it or however they do it. You know what I'm saying? I want you to pull up with my shit. You ain't got no car. You can't pull up with my shit. I don't want it. And like I said, it don't even, and I ain't even tripping on the kind of car. You know, you ain't gotta have no Bentley for me. I'm cool. You know, I'm not materialistic in that way. I've met some beautiful souls in some 1990 Cadillacs, baby. So I ain't tripping like that. Like, long as you able to get from point A to point B, you know what I mean? Otherwise, shit, it's a waste of my time. And shit, at my age, I don't really have that much time to waste. It ain't there. It's not there today. You know what I'm saying? I got more days behind me than I do in front. Very realistically. So now I ain't willing. Like I said, some things are non-negotiable. And the smart guy, not worth my time. Thank you all for watching Dating in My 50s. I'm Chi-Town Honey. You all have a blessed day.